We talked about hard water, how water becomes hard, and what is soft water then. We learned that what types of hardness is present in the water, that is temporary. It may be temporary hardness, it may be permanent hardness. And then we also learned about the ways how the temporary hardness can be removed from water. And now we have reached the topic where we will learn what are the different methods or techniques by applying which we can remove the permanent hardness of water. So we will discuss these methods one by one. And the first one, these is the Calgon process. As it has been written that now we know that the hardness in water is because of the presence of these calcium and magnesium ions. And if we somehow manage to remove these ions from water, we will be able to overcome this hardness or permanent hardness from water. Now we know that what is permanent hardness and what is temporary hardness. So here we will learn to remove the permanent hardness from water. It has been written that these ions which are responsible for affecting hardness in water, like calcium and magnesium ions, they can effectively be removed by addition of Calgon. So this chemical is Calgon, sodium polymetaphosphate. This is the formula of sodium polymetaphosphate. It is commonly represented as by this formula Na2 Na4 PO3 whole 6. So we generally treat this hard water which contain calcium and magnesium ions with this Calgon, and after treatment we are seeing that the harmful ions like calcium or magnesium are absorbed or form a kind of complex with this Calgon, and in return some less harmful sodium ions are released. So since now the calcium and magnesium which were responsible for permanent hardness of water now has been complexed with this Calgon, now the water is free from these ions. When water become free from these ions, the water become as such soft. So it has been written here that the calcium and magnesium ions are from the hard water are soluble with these Calgon, and they form soluble complex with this Calgon, and they do not hinder with लेदर फॉर्मेशन को. अब अगर हम इसको सोप के साथ इसकी रिएक्शन करेंगे, यानी हम साबुन अप्लाई करेंगे, तो यहाँ पे लेदर फॉर्मेशन इजीली हो जाएगी क्योंकि जो मीडियम से कैल्शियम और मैग्नीशियम है वो रिमूव हो चुका है. However, this process is not economical and cannot be used for softening of water on large scale. अब इस स्मॉल स्केल पे अगर हमने वाटर की हार्डनेस के ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है रिमूव करने के लिए, परमानेंट हार्डनेस रिमूव करने के लिए, सो दिस प्रोसेस इज़ बेटर. बट इफ़ वी अप्लाई दिस प्रोसेस ऑन लार्ज स्केल, then it is not beneficial because it is very economic, cost consuming है ये. So instead of applying this Calgon process for removal of permanent hardness of water, we move to another method which is called ion exchange method, and this is a bit of convenient method too. This is a modern method employed for softening of hard water. In this method, the ions responsible for hardness of water are exchanged by certain less damaging ions present in ion exchangers. अब हम बात करेंगे आयन एक्सचेंजर्स क्या होते हैं. नाम से ही पता चल रहा है कि नाउ वी नो दैट द हार्डनेस ऑफ वाटर इज बिकॉज ऑफ कैल्शियम एंड मैग्नीशियम आयन्स. सो वी आर एम्प्लॉइंग सम काइंड ऑफ आयन एक्सचेंजर्स विच कैन एक्सचेंज दीज कैटायंस and release in water some kind of helpful, beneficial, or we can say that less damaging cations. So let's learn how this method works. First of all, a different types of ion exchangers can be used, and the first category is inorganic cation exchanger. अब ये inorganic cation exchanger क्या हुए, मतलब ये inorganic नेचर के सब्सटेंस होंगे. एग्जांपल यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है एल्यूमिनियम सिलिकेल. तो ये जो एल्यूमिनियम सिलिकेल का स्ट्रक्चर है, इट इज़ पैक्ड इन अ कॉलम विद सम काइंड ऑफ जियोलाइट्स. जियोलाइट का एक कॉलम होगा जिसमें ये केमिकल पैक्ड रहेगा, एंड द करेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ दिस जियोलाइट इज दैट इट possess on its surface some kind of replaceable cations as it has been shown over here. Now we are trying to remove permanent hardness from water. For that we will altogether remove this calcium and magnesium ions from the hard water. For that we will apply this kind of sodium zeolite. Now this Z is representing zeolite part, and its surface is kind of impregnated with a kind of cations which are less harmful to us. So after reacting with these harmful calcium and magnesium ions from hard water, they form complex. This zeolite cation complex is formed, and in return some less harmful cations are released into the water, And as such, we are seeing that because now the calcium and magnesium has been removed, it means the water has become free from permanent hardness. So the calcium and magnesium ions are taken up by the zeolite, as it has been shown over here, and water becomes soft. The very much characteristic of this compound is that it can be regenerated, because after consumption of all Na positive, the efficiency of this zeolite will become low, because there is no replaceable cation present on its surface now. But the good thing is that it can be regenerated by passing a 10% solution of sodium chloride. So in that way, when we will pass this 10% solution of sodium chloride through this zeolite column, the sodium ion will again take position at zeolite surface, and calcium and magnesium ions so liberated will be collected in some separate vessel. So in this way, we are getting a kind of zeolite which is again regenerated and possess this surface with replaceable sodium ions. So this process, because of its regeneration power, is very much beneficial to us. Next type of ion exchange resins are synthetic resins. Generally, they have a kind of polymer sport which we call giant hydrocarbon framework, and at its surface they are placed some kind of acidic groups. If the groups are acidic, we will call them acidic or cationic exchangers, because on their surface they possess this kind of acidic groups like sulfonic and carboxylic. Secondly, on their surface there may be present some kind of basic groups. Basic groups का मतलब हुआ कि OH नेगेटिव NH2, ये जिनके पास नेगेटिव चार्ज यहाँ पे है, तो ये जो बेसिक ग्रुप्स अगर सरफेस पे लगे होंगे तो ये रिएक्ट करेंगे या एक्ट करेंगे एनायन एक्सचेंजर्स, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है, इस एनायन ने एक्सचेंज होना है हार्मफुल एनायन के साथ, और अगर उनके ऊपर सरफेस के ऊपर एसिडिक ग्रुप लगे हुए हैं तो इसका जो एसिडिक पार्ट है H पॉजिटिव में वो रिप्लेस होगा हार्मफुल केटाइन के साथ जो वाटर के अंदर प्रेजेंट है. सो दिस इज हाउ दीज रेजिन्स वर्क. यहाँ पे कुछ एक इसकी स्कीमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिखाई हुई है कि हम हार्ड वाटर को पास कर सकते हैं. पहले वो केटाइन एक्सचेंजर के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा, वहाँ पे उसके हार्मफुल केटाइंस जितने भी होंगे उनकी सेपरेशन हो जाएगी. देन दैट विल पास टू अनदर कॉलम विच हैव एनायन एक्सचेंजर, तो उसमें अगर कुछ हार्मफुल एनायंस होंगे एट दिस स्टेज उनकी भी सेपरेशन हो जाएगी. तो आप देख रहे हैं कि सिंपल टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करके हार्मफुल केटाइन और हार्मफुल एनायन एट द सेम टाइम हम उसके रिमूव कर सकते हैं. So this is how the process works. This is the chemistry of the reaction, that this is a resin which on its surface have some kind of replaceable groups, like I already said that if the groups are of acidic nature, then there is a replaceable H positive ions which will be replaced by harmful cations like magnesium and calcium from the hard water. And here we are seeing that resin is forming complex with those calcium or magnesium taken up from the water, and in return some H positive ions are liberated. So this is possible when we are using cation exchange resins, that is on the surface when they on their surface have some kind of acidic groups present. Similarly, there are resins which possess on their surface some basic groups. Here we are seeing that the replaceable group is OH negative, so any harmful anion present in the water will be replaced with this OH negative, and we are seeing that resin is forming complex with this harmful anion, and OH negative, here it should be negative, OH negative is liberated as such. Now because from reaction 1 and reaction 2 we are seeing that here H positive is liberated and here OH negative ions are being released, so they will both combine with each other and in return they will form water, and this water will as such be called deionized water or demineralized water, because all the harmful cations or anions have been removed from this water now. Again, these resins are being regeneratable, we can regenerate them, and suspended particles and inorganic pollutants like humic impurities in water tend to get absorbed by anion exchangers and cause difficulty in regeneration of the resin. Therefore slow poisoning, slowly they poisons the resin by clogging it. अब इन्होंने यहाँ पे कहा है कि कुछ ऐसे सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल वाटर में हो सकते हैं जो इन एनायन एक्सचेंजर्स की जो एक्टिव साइट होती हैं, यानी कि जो OH नेगेटिव रिप्लेसेबल ग्रुप है उनको हिंडर कर देती है, उनको ब्लॉक कर देती है, और इस प्रोसेस को हम कहते हैं पॉइजनिंग ऑफ द रेजिन और पॉइजनिंग ऑफ द रेजिन बाय क्लॉगिंग इट, यानी कि इसको ब्लॉक कर दिया. द वर्किंग कैपेसिटी ऑफ एक्सचेंज एंड द क्वालिटी ऑफ ट्रीटेड वाटर डिटेरियोरेट स्लोली, इसकी एफिशिएंसी कम हो जाती है. अनदर डिसएडवांटेज ऑफ आयन एक्सचेंज रेजिन इज दैट इट इज़ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, तो ये भी एक एक्सपेंसिव ट्रीटमेंट रहता है. But this is very much beneficial because at the same time it is removing the harmful cations as well as harmful anions.